Hello friends, welcome to UPSC Logics, and in this video we shall have a look at the Charter Act of 1833. This is an extremely important act because this was the first step towards centralization of India. So without wasting any time, let's begin with the Charter Act of 1833. This act was important because of a simple reason that it was the final step towards centralization of British India. Let us have a look at all the features of this particular act. And number one feature was the Governor General of Bengal became the Governor General of India, and all the civil and military powers were vested in him. Number two feature was that it attempted to establish an open competition for selection of civil servants and stated that Indians should be allowed to take part in the competition. However, this was negated by the Court of Directors. Number three feature was it deprived the governor of Bombay and Madras of their legislative powers, and all legislative powers were vested in the Governor General of India, and laws made before this act were called regulations. Then number four feature was that it abolished companies' monopoly of trade in tea with China. So this was the year, and this question has always been asked, what was the act which abolished the company's monopoly of trade in tea with China? So it was 1833 Act. Number five feature was that it ended the East India Company as a commercial body and it became purely administrative, and it provided for company's territories to be held in trust of His Majesty, his heirs and successors. And number six feature was inclusion of a law member in the Council of the Governor General. So as we have seen that the Governor General of Bengal became the Governor General of India, he had a council of three members. So there was an additional member added to it, and now it had become four. So let us have a look at the questions in regards to the 1833 Charter Act. Who became the first Governor General of India? It was Lord William Bentinck. Who was the first law member of the council? It was Macaulay. The Charter Act of 1833 completed the process of throwing open Indian trade to all British subjects. This is correct. Then it renamed the Governor General of Bengal as the Governor General of India. This is also correct. Allowed the different presidencies to make laws for themselves. This is incorrect, since we know that all the legislative powers were vested in the Governor General of India. And number four is include a law member in the Council of the Governor General. So this is also correct. So only 1, 2 and 4 are correct, and the correct option is C. So friends, this brings us to the end of the Charter Act of 1833, and I hope you have enjoyed watching this video. All the points have been clarified, all the questions have been covered. So thank you so much for watching, and if you are watching it for the first time, do like and subscribe to this channel. If you are an old subscriber and haven't pressed the bell icon, do press the bell icon. And thank you so much for watching, and Jai Hind.